Well, yeah, I mean, I think, Dan has really pushed this franchise and expanded it with this film of having kind of flipping the script and making the Predator Deck the protagonist. And it's a really beautiful thing. I think it's special. It's something that that's what drew me to want to be a part of it. I felt like it's something really fresh and new that audiences haven't seen before, to combine this genre. It's like you will get the thrills and it's epic and there's a lot of action, but I think you will feel something too. And I love to surprise, and so I think it's very surprising in that way.
Yeah, I think it's really cool that fans have been wanting something like this for a long time. A story that follows a yautja, across his hunts and his journeys, and I think it's a really magical place that Dan is pushing the franchise into. It's kind of similar to the comics, the film, which I think a lot of fans will appreciate and come to love. Yeah, I think so. With Dick, he, like you said, as an outsider, he is undersized for yautja, and in their culture, you're supposed to cull your weaklings. The whole saying in yautja is "yateas harung angha," which means sensitivity is a weakness. And yeah, I think it's a nice spin on what it's like to feel like an underdog, what it's like to be pushed out from society, and it's written so well, that we're able to follow Dick on this journey of kind of self-discovery and kind of making his own path. He's not trying to fit in anymore to what it means to be yautja, but he's kind of just becoming his own yautja, making his own clan
and finding his own family.
Yeah,
looks the way. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's quite relatable. A lot of us have experienced those feelings of exclusion, have experienced failures and hardships, and I guess the resilience comes from how you deal with it. And not only Dick's character, I think Thea's character as well, has her own redemption arc, and it's quite inspiring, to see these characters they're both broken, but both in their own ways, and they kind of navigate it together and try and survive the death planet. So, yeah, it's awesome. And yeah, on top of all of that, it has all of the action. It has all of the, the things that Predator fans fell in love with the previous movies. So yeah, it's really cool what we've come up with.
Beautifully, I think. Yeah, I love the story that they both are, like you said, they're kind of broken in their own ways, and through working together, even though Deck is quite reluctant at first to be a team player, Thea really kind of changes his heart. And so it's a beautiful story, which you never think you would say about a Predator film, but I think you might cry. I get a little tears, get some laughs, and then we also get to have the kick-ass action and the physicality, mixed with this film. It was, it was brutal on our bodies. There was we can't forget about that either.
Yep.
But happy to be a part of it.